I want to introduce you once again to our beneficiary this year. It's again Tectonica, and this year joining us is Daima.
Hey, everybody. Woo!
So Daima, why don't you tell people what it is that Tectonica does?
Yes, we are an organization based in the Bay Area, but we service people all over the United States, and we're teaching women and non-binary adults how to upskill. So they go from zero all the way to full stack engineering in 5 months.
And your money for the concert helped benefit them, but there's other ways that people can support your work. What is it that people here can do for you other than monetary donations?
Yeah, y'all can donate time. We love to hang out with you. So
what does that mean? When they donate time, what is it that they're giving and to whom?
Yeah. Mentorship is what we really love to see, as well as sponsorship. I'll talk about the mentorship a little bit and then maybe even the sponsorship. But mentorship, you get to work with people one-on-one and give them professional insight on what it means to be a full-stack engineer in the industry.
And then internships would mean?
Internships, yes, that's where it's at. So we all know we're in Silicon. It's really hard to get that first step in the door. So when we can have partners that work with us, it's really helpful to make sure that they are able to get their first foot in the door.
And for folks that don't have time and don't have actual money, you guys can sometimes use laptops and other donations like that.
Yeah. They are able to loan a laptop for the term of the 5-month program, as well as after when they're job seeking. So however long that means, if it takes them a year, if it takes them 2 years, they can loan that laptop from us.
And if you want more information, we have a link to their site on the Live Near WWDC website. Please thank Daima.
Alrighty, if y'all want to learn more, I'll be mingling with you down on the floor, okay?
Oh, and at the merch table. And this year's merch includes luggage tags and a brand new WWDC James Dempsey and the Breakpoints t-shirt. I don't know if you've seen the new design. Some of the band members will be wearing that tonight. So please thank Daima.
Everybody.
And now we'll welcome you to an evening of Apple-oriented rock. You know, it's different every year depending on what's been announced here at the Art Boutique and live streamed around the world. This year it's live near WWDC, and we look for what number? 26. So live near WWDC 26, please. I mentioned the luggage tags. I mentioned the new t-shirt designs. This year's show runs on the main actor, so you should all be able to enjoy it. And it features a new song, not available later this year, available in the very first set that we play. Please welcome James Dempsey and the Breakpoints.
That kind of night, isn't it? Hello world's a friendly little string, shouting out to everything. Hello world, I'm glad to be here with you. World is what you're gonna write when you're a programming neophyte. Hello world, I'm writing some code for you. Bridge! New technology is taunt. Don't get downhearted, just get started with a line or two. Check it out, hello world is how you're gonna greet every new programming language you meet. Hello world, hope you're glad to meet me. Hello world, now don't be surprised.
Hello world!
Hello world can be localized. It's a great big world to say hello to. Another bridge. Your mind is reeling and you're feeling it over your head. Ain't no delaying, just start playing with some code instead. Take it out, hello world. It's short and it's sweet. Add a loop, it's gonna repeat. Hello world into infinity. Hello world into infinity. Hello world into infinity. Hello world. How's that? Oh, yeah. Look at this. It doesn't even fall off. That's awesome. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you all for coming out to Live Near WWDC 2025. How many folks have joined us for a Live Near WW before? Yes. Can you believe it's been an entire year? Wow. Seems like we were just back here at the Art Boutique. So how are folks doing this dub? Liking the new announcements? Not liking the new announcements? All right. There's always a couple of naysayers in the bunch. But that's okay. That's why we're a group, we're a community. People have their own opinions about how things are going. But we are very excited to be in, next slide, San Jose. It's my hometown, so thank you all for coming into the area. How many folks are from out of town? And how many folks are from the Bay Area? Yes. And that's a little something called pandering to the crowd. We're at the Art Boutique, which is just a funky little gem of a place. We were here last year and liked it so much we came on back. Again, if you haven't chosen to, the kitchen, people have told me it's excellent, so feel free to get food. Of course, you got your drink tickets, and yeah, enjoy the atmosphere of the Art Boutique. And then we are here. This is a benefit concert to benefit Tectonica. So you just heard the representative from Tectonica. Thank you all for coming out to support Tectonica at this benefit concert. Give yourselves a big round of applause. All right, you people are very reserved, very not willing to congratulate yourselves. Let's give yourselves a big round of applause for coming out to support Tectonica. There you go. That's better. Leave your modesty at the door. All right, let's do another song. optional, contains a value or just empty space. If nothing's there, you won't miss it, 'cause your code is explicitly handling either case. A type that is optional is like a programmatic shot in the dark. Well, you're never quite certain something's behind the curtain, so the type has a question mark. Whoa, 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 providing default values may have you stress and use the operator for nil coalescing. That double question mark can be quite a blessing for you. Whoa, 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 with complicated instance graphs has you complaining. You can traverse them tersely with optional chaining, calling methods, properties, and subscripts pertaining to you. Now it's solo optional, coming up right after this verse. But if there's no one to sound it, we'll if-let around it and carry on none the worse. Oh, but folks, we do have a soloist on keyboard, Mr. Ken Case. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give it up for Mr. Ken Case on keyboard. It was black tie optional as I attended that swanky affair. As I approached VIPs in my cut-off dungarees, I felt the guard throw me out of there. Oh, folks, you may not realize it, but it is about to become incredibly dramatic in here. In 1, 2, 3, 4. You might think you are being resourceful, unwrapping optionals in ways that are forceful. But build and run, you may soon be remorseful as it all comes crashing down. That exclamation point should make you wonder, am I committing a programming blunder? One little nail tears your whole app asunder as it all comes crashing down, crashing down. It all comes crashing down. And soon you'll be finding you should be optional binding. Show off. It was clothing optional as I stepped onto the beach. While my eyes got their fill of folks dressed up in nil, I kept my towel well within reach. Now you know in optionals, a strongly typed wrapped up little gift. And the moral of this optional story is they're mandatory. When you're coding in Swift, the moral of this optional story is they're mandatory. When you're coding in Swift. And of course, let's give it up again for Mr. Ken Case on keyboard. And on dramatic vocals, the one and only Jonathan Penn. We'll be hearing from both of them a little later in the show. So, 100% of your ticket price goes directly to Tectonica. So thank you again. 100% of the merch sales tonight go directly to Tectonica. Now, the way we make that possible is sponsors. So sponsors help pay for the venue. Sponsors help pay for those 2 drinks that you got. So that means all of your money goes to Tectonica, and the sponsors basically cover the show. This year we have a brand new platinum sponsor, Hacking with Swift. So we are thrilled to have Hacking with Swift as our platinum sponsor this year. Paul Hudson probably already has like 7 books written about Monday's announcements. He's such a prolific person, it is amazing. But not only is he prolific, he also provides so much free content to the community. So his participation in Hacking with Swift sponsoring is another example of things that are community-based and beneficial to the community. I went to Deep Dish Swift at the end of April. Anybody else a Deep Dish Swift aficionado? Yes. And there were a number of speakers, and I think no less than 3 or 4 as they talked about getting started with Swift, name-checked Hacking with Swift's 100 Days of SwiftUI, which is a completely free way to get rolling. So I just wanted to call out Hacking with Swift. At the moment, there's the annual 50% off everything on the site, so bundles, books, etc. I encourage you to, just as they are supporting us, to go out and support them. So big round of applause for Hacking with Swift. But after that good feeling, folks, we're going to hear some sad, sad chords. Well, let's hear them. Oh my. Try not to cry on this one, everyone, because this is something that happened to me a long time ago. And although you will know just how long it was because of the dated hardware and personnel references in the song, the scenario that it describes was such an emotional gut punch to me that I still feel it to this day. And it's something that happened probably to you or someone you love sometime in the recent past. It's something that happens to thousands of people, maybe even millions of people around the world every day. And we'd like to do that song for you right now. Almost dropped my iPhone 5 on the gray stone floor of the Apple Store. Yeah, almost dropped my iPhone 5. The genius stars could see my near calamity. Yeah, almost dropped my iPhone. Almost dropped my phone. Almost dropped my phone 5. Almost dropped my phone. Almost dropped my phone. Almost dropped my phone 5. A look of shock was on my face. Thought of the money spent as I watched its descent. It wasn't even in a case to save me from despair. I caught it in midair. Caught it in midair. Without a moment left to spare. They caught it in midair. My fumbling fingers found it there. Found it there. Does it piss off Johnny Ive when Denson scratches malign his pristine design? Yeah, almost dropped my iPhone. Almost dropped my iPhone. Almost dropped my iPhone 5. Oh yes, I did now. Almost dropped my iPhone. I almost died. iPhone 5. Yeah, almost dropped my iPhone. I almost dropped my iPhone 5. Yeah, almost dropped my iPhone. I almost dropped my iPhone 5. Almost dropped my iPhone. Almost dropped my iPhone 5. Thank you. So, you got a little taste of Pavan on guitar there. Yes, you'll be hearing more from him later. So, one of our gold sponsors this year, the longtime sponsor of the show, a longtime part of the community, is the Omni Group. Including Ken Case of the Omni Group. Yes. Are there any users of Omni apps in the audience? So part of how this show comes together is OmniFocus that I use. Again, Omni is pretty much the OG Mac OS X developer, right? They were on OpenStep. They came over. They've been a Mac developer for a long time. But now their apps are branched out to all of Apple's platforms, everything from stuff on the watch all the way to Vision OS. I encourage you to check out their apps. They're continually working on them, improving them. I believe OmniGraffle is now in a test flight, which I think you can sign up to join. Let's give Omni a big round of applause. I very much encourage you to go visit the site. If you haven't taken a peek at their apps in a while, take a peek. And again, thank you for supporting our sponsors. So we're going to do a little song. It's a UI kit-centric song. It was originally a AppKit-centric song. It made its way to be a UI kit-centric song. It has not made it yet to be a SwiftUI-centric song. It's called the Accessibility Song. We'd like to do that for you right now. Your application is a tiny little server of information of its user interface. It dishes out the dirt with such a quiet fervor, you might not even realize it's taking place. VoiceOver gets a lightweight representation of your app's UI elementary. Then it's just elementary, my dear Watson. Your app's an open book, no more mystery. Some folks ain't got much use for bitmaps on screens. They get the lay of the land through this alternate means. If you want to build your app for maximum utility, then take a little time, implement accessibility, and tell the story of your application. Describe the glory of its interface so that we know sight unseen what's going on the screen. And share your app with the whole human race. There's an object behind each UI element. UI accessibility methods compute the response to each request that VoiceOver sent for any action or attribute. VoiceOver also registers to be notified as things are happening blow by blow, like when elements change where they reside or view controllers come and go. For standard controls, this is all built in. You're out of view of your own. We need your help for the win. This isn't rocket science in some government facility, so take a little time, implement accessibility, and tell the story of your application. Mind the glory of its interface so that it's easy as pie to automate your UI and share your app with the whole human race. Now on flute, Summer Panic. Well, a picture is worth 1,000 words, they say. I don't believe that ratio anymore. 'Cause just a word or two goes such a long, long way to describe what an icon is for. You can set those descriptions to set your style, set them right in IB. Or if you're suffering from storyboard denial, do it programmatically. Regardless of the way you get things done, you know accessible apps really have more fun. It's been rumored to greatly enhance your versatility, so take a little chance, implement accessibility, and tell the story of your application. Describe the glory of its interface so that we know sight unseen what's going on the screen. And we've every detail that we can render in Braille, and it's easy as pie to automate your UI and share your app with the whole human race. And let's hear it again for Summer. So we have a second gold sponsor I'd like to talk to about briefly, MartianCraft. So MartianCraft, you should have gotten a print piece as you came in. If not, get one as you go out. MartianCraft is a contracting house, and they've been around for over 20 years. They specialize in getting things done on iOS, Android, Mac, as well as the back end. So today, you may not need some engineering assistance in your organization. Next week, you might not need some engineering assistance in your organization. But keep MartianCraft in the back of your mind, because you don't keep in that business for over 20 years unless you're consistently putting out incredibly high quality work and actually shipping products and shipping solutions for customers. So keep MartianCraft in mind. Let's give them a big round of applause. They have also been a longtime sponsor of this show, of our beneficiaries, and of the community. So let's hear it again for them. Let's hear it again for them. You gave yourself, there we go. You can't congratulate yourselves up here earlier and then congratulate our sponsors down here later. It just doesn't seem right. All right, but MartianCraft, please pick up their print piece, keep them in mind, check out their website. They also have some very interesting technical blog articles that you may be interested in. Well, this one's a little bit of an oldie. From the days originally of, was it? DOS. No, this one was from the days of core data, first being introduced 700 years ago. All right, it's a little song called Modeling Man. I said, a modeling man, I'm a modeling man. They say, are you in modeling? I say, oh yes I am. But there's no catwalk involved in the modeling I do. There's no demand for me to try that kind of modeling too. No, no. Some people want to date a model for a new application. Don't want to write a lot of code. Simply use configuration to refine the data model with each new iteration as they build a prototype with persistence automation. Some people want the data model but prefer one in fashion. If you date a data model, that's an interesting passion. If you're a dreamer with a schema, you can usually cash. And though you ain't got your looks and your clothes, they are clashing. Modeling man, I'm a modeling man. Let me lay it all out so that you'll understand. You'll have the terminology and concepts at your command, so you can also be a modeling woman or man, yeah. I said the managed object model, also known as the MOM, describes a data model that your app acts upon. You can build your data model as pretty as you please, adding items to the model known as entities. Well, hailing entities, alright by me, it's what a thing's supposed to be. What type, what sort, what class, what kind, whatever you might have in mind. Pick a name, map to a class, now your model's grown fast. Work some more and come to grips with that for future relationships now. Baby, you're modeling too. Oh yeah. I said, baby, what more for a modeling man to do? Attribute or relationship is known as a property. No, not the kind that they use in Monopoly. Use them in terms of precision, don't use them slightly, or confusion will ensue like episodes of Three's Company. I said, I'm a modeling man, I'm a modeling man. They say, hey, you in modeling? I say, oh yes I am. There's no photographers involved. The modeling I do, I got turned down by everyone I sent my headshot to. An attribute's a simple value string, number or date, or some big old blob of data that's contained in some state. You can mark it transient if you don't care about its fate, otherwise it will persist in data stores that you create, yeah. Entities can be connected, kind of joined at the hip. The formal name for this arrangement is a relationship. One object references the other, so it can't give it the slip. The emphasis references maintained for a convenient round trip. Modeling man, I'm a modeling man. They say, hey, you in modeling? I say, oh yes I am. But don't come knocking if it's rocking in the back of my van. Probably wrestling with relationships I don't quite understand. And ladies and gentlemen, on sax, Tim Condon. Said a modeling man, I'm a modeling man. They say, are you in modeling? I say, oh yes I am. It's not too glamorous at all. This kind of modeling is true. But I've even seen a supermodel ride some apps like we go. Thank you. And let's hear it once again for Tim Condon on sax. You might have known about the server-side Swift, but you might not have known about the sax playing. He'll be joining us again later in the show. So now we get to the part of the show where we talk about our silver sponsors. We have 3 this year. Revenue Cat, which I'm sure nobody in here has ever heard of. They're, again, a huge contributor to the community. They had a party earlier this week, and they were also good enough to support the show as a silver sponsor. First time. I want to talk briefly about Tapforms Pro. This is an indie developer, just released a new version of his app. His app has been getting like high 4 stars, 6 out of 5. Actually, I understand. For previous versions, the new version adds a lot more capabilities. If you have ever been a fan of, say, old school FileMaker Pro, before it got super complicated, or Bento, or one of these lovely database apps that you don't need to be a database administrator to use, I would check out Tapforms Pro. It is fantastic. It's on the Mac. It's on iOS. Let's hear it for Tapforms Pro. Let's hear it for Revenue Cat. And then just a brief plug for Swift Virtuoso. That is my own company. But I kicked in some extra to pay for all this. So we do an instruments and app performance course. As far as I know, it's the most in-depth course on the topic available. All right, you get comped next time. No, that's fine. But we'll be running again in the fall with all the updates, so I would just encourage you to join our mailing list. But again, let's hear it for all of our silver sponsors. And definitely check out Tapforms Pro. It's a free download, in-app purchases. I think you'll be really impressed by the work that Brendan has done on it. Oh. we're at that part of the show. So, if you've been to a live near Dub Dub in the last couple of years, you've probably heard the tale where I was kind of shopping like in an antique store, and they had this bin of like old sheet music, like barbershop quartet music from like the late 1800s, early 1900s, and I came across this little piece. My beautiful mutable shared state. So we kind of learned up the parts, and I'd like to sing that for you now. Are we around that one? Got it? Oh my, oh wait. And then I screw it up. Oh, my beautiful, mutable, shared state, I don't know how to begin. I decline to resign to the sad fate of the trouble that you get me in. Oh, my beautiful, mutable, shared state, with references all over town. Well, my back was turned, and then later I learned you mutated your state all around. Oh, my beautiful, mutable, shared state, I might just show you the door by adjusting my preference for types with a reference and valuing values much more. By adjusting my preference for types with a reference and valuing values much more. You already met Ken and Jonathan. That was TJ. He'll also be back later. Actually, he's on the next songs. Because...
So technically later.
Technically later, yes. TJ, let's hear it for TJ. But if you liked him on that one, I think you're going to particularly enjoy him on this one. So, there are very few Apple frameworks that share a name with a genre of music. Like, we don't have madrigal.framework or barbershop.framework.
Technically now, do we have 4 at least?
4? What are they?
Metal 4.
Oh, yes, that's true. Well, I think, anyway, in the file system, I don't think they're versioned, are they? Anyway. So, of course, we're going to go from a barbershop song, which is our lightest fare for the evening, to our heaviest song.
As one does.
And so this is an audience participation song. There's one word you need to say, but you need to say it loud with your metal face on, showing the bunny ears, or these. And TJ is going to lead you in what you need to say. You'll figure it out very quickly.
Right?
Right. I see what he did there. Yeah, sure. Ain't got no time for pleasant common courtesies. My pipelines processing millions of courtesies. Millions of courtesies. You got some powerful hardware you want to expose with API that takes you as low as it goes. Yeah, yeah. Low as it goes. Whoa. do. Yeah. Well, you wanna throw some shade, but don't wanna be a hater. Got it already made with a break 'em down shader. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Yeah, what we gonna do is gonna ride, right to the middle, right to the middle, right to the middle, never gonna slow you down. Yeah, let's give it up for Pavon. What we gonna do, we're gonna ride to the middle, right to the middle, right to the middle, never gonna slow you down. We're gonna ride to the middle, right to the middle, right to the middle. Never gonna slow you down. Let's hear it again for Pavan. So as we change instrumentation here, let's hear it again for Pavan. So, suddenly going from a song with heavy metal, and now we have a banjo on stage. Adrian Eves on banjo. And half of a string quartet appears. Ken Ferry on cello. And he's playing with an injury, so that's playing through it. Always impressive. Nothing more metal than that. And Emily on fiddle. Which later in the show will magically transform itself into a violin. Now sometimes, friends, you come across a framework, a technology, and your thoughts about it can only be expressed by a somewhat up-tempo country western song. And so we'd like to do that song for you now. I love you. From the first time that I saw you, I just knew, yeah, that my life would change forever in so many things I do. So let me take this moment just to say that I love you. SwiftUI view. With love it used to be imperative to state my every need. As a detailed stepwise narrative how my partner should proceed. Oh, but now it's so much easier. I just say I do declare. You respect my declarations and render my UI with care. Well, I love you. I love you. And all conforming types within your retinue. Look it up. Sometimes I take for granted all the many things you do. So let me count some reasons why I say that I love you. Well, you got buttons and sliders, spacers and dividers. You never seen a rumor in an Apple Insider. H stacks, V stacks, back to front Z stacks. The name of the game is frame for height and width, min max. Making with the dark mode, scrolling through a wide load, dynamic type adjustments without a lick of my code. Another thing nice is you work across devices and got accessibility too. I love you. I love you. It's a simple love, not much hullabaloo. I once sent you a greeting card by Maya Angelou. The words were mighty flowery, but the gist was I love you. Sometimes you can be primitive, as basic as can be, and sometimes so sophisticated with composed complexity. You adapt to your surroundings anytime you hit the scene. You like hanging out in bars, that's mainly toolbars that I mean. Well, mainly. And you're so animated with vivacity and verb updating transforms and opacity along a timing curve. You adjust your destination if a change should come about. Easing into situations and you smoothly ease on out. Well, I love you. I love you. That's why I have your API as a tattoo. Your body has some modifiers, so I modified mine too. I'm running out of places to display that I love you. Well, spending my days, setting my ways, suddenly you come along. You spun me around till I finally found you, got me singing a different song. I love you. I love you. Let me tell you one thing more, just entree new. I might flirt with other classes, oh, but in the end I'm true. 'Cause each passing year gets better since I fell in love with you. I love you. So let's hear it for Emily Kim on fiddle, Ken Ferry on cello, Adrian Eves on banjo, and I'll introduce Daniela later. But you can clap for her now. All right. So, has anybody seen the show poster this year? It turned out really well. I kind of had an idea of what it might be and worked with the folks at Icon Factory. I put a blog post up describing the process. They did a fantastic job. The reason I bring it up is not just because it's really nice, is that we are selling them as merch at the show. And again, 100% of the proceeds go to Tectonica. Now, it's a nice poster. I don't know about you, but have you ever gone to some place where they give you a poster and by the end of the night it's like all wrinkled and bent and what have you? like I personally can't stand that. So each poster you buy comes in a hard cardstock envelope suitable for mailing or putting in your luggage or taking in your carry-on. But also to make it as easy as possible for you. Because if you go buy it, say at intermission, between the sets, then for the rest of the night you're carrying around this giant cardstock envelope. So what we're going to do is, if you buy something tonight, if you buy a poster, we're going to give you this green coupon that you just hold on to. And at the end of the night, as you're leaving, pick up your poster. So that's... See, there are other ways to innovate in the world. Yes, and if you forget to pick up your poster, you have a lovely green coupon as a souvenir. I also want to point out one other thing is we have a very limited number of posters that are signed by every performer you'll see on the stage tonight. The regular posters go for 20. The signed posters go for 100. But you will never get this arrangement of people in a room together again. Every year the lineup changes somewhat, and all the signatures are on this beautiful poster. So I encourage you, and if you buy the signed poster, you won't get a coupon. They'll put your name on that envelope and hold it for you, because, you gave Tectonica like 5 times more money than people just bought a regular poster. So yes, only the finest for folks. And if you bought a VIP ticket, you already get a show poster. You already got your ticket when you came in the door. Anyway, I want to explain all that because I think hopefully folks will really like the show poster. We also have new merch. Some folks on stage are wearing the new t-shirts. After 15 or so years, the thought, hey, maybe we should put the band logo on a t-shirt finally occurred to us. So those are also available, as well as classic Breakpoint shirts and other stuff. Anyway, that's enough of that. So I teased a little bit in one of the blog posts, will there be a new song? And there's a question mark. Does that mean the new song is optional? But no, there's a new song. So this song will be the last one of the first set, after which we'll take a 10-minute break. And by 10 minutes, the drummer, John Fox, will be back on stage in half an hour. But no, the thing is, everybody in the band loves meeting and mingling with everybody, that once we get to the intermission, it's a little difficult getting everybody back on stage. But we're gonna shoot for 10 minutes, and it'll turn out to be like 90. No, we will be back for a second set. With a lot of talking just now, let's give a listen to this new song, featuring Ken Case on keyboard to begin. Looking around, it's not always easy. Looking around to know just what to think. All of your views you arrived at so easy, so very easily can fall out of sync. I'm looking for a source of truth, something to depend on, something I can count on, something I can build my views upon. I'm looking for that source of truth in a world that's always changing. The State of things keeps rearranging. Need something to base my views upon. Over time, reality is mutable, but in each moment indisputable. Need to find a source that's suitable to build my views upon. Ooh, I'm searching. I'm still searching. Ooh, I'm looking for that source of truth. Stage is great if you need to contemplate some data locally. No one lives in a struct, you know it won't get chopped for views with the same identity. That's your values fade. Yeah, when you use that state. Now what will you be minding when you use that binding? When you view updates are binding behind the scenes, there's some unwinding back to the instance where the values sit. This magical connection provided by property wrapper value projections, magical as SwiftUI can get. What's in store? I'm looking for a source of truth, something to depend on, something I can count on, something I can build my views upon. I'm looking for that source of truth in a world that's always changing. State of things keeps rearranging. Need something to base my views upon. When something is observable, your faith should be unswervable. That your view should now deserve to pull that value for display. If its property is bindable, it becomes read-write assignable. Now sub-views are designable that can edit down the way. I'm looking for, yeah, looking for. Over time, reality is mutable, but in each moment indisputable. Need to find the source that's suitable to build my views upon. I'm looking for a source of truth, something to depend on, something I can count on, something that I can build my views upon. I'm looking for that source of truth in a world that's always changing. State of things keeps rearranging. Need something to base my views upon. I'm looking for that source of truth, something to depend on, something I can count on, something I can build my views upon. I'm looking for that source of truth in a world that's always changing. State of things keeps rearranging. Need something to base my views upon. I'm looking for that source of truth. Thank you. We will be back after a brief intermission. the second sets. Is everybody ready for the second sets? Sounds like not everybody is ready for the second set. That's all right, we'll get you ready. So this is a little song about a bug in C code that cannot happen in Swift. Here a test to put the code through its paces to check correctness of each of its cases. Cause it just might avoid some red faces to not ship the problem at all. Go to fail, go directly to fail, jump over code that you should execute. Go to fail, go directly to fail, code left triple and destitute. Go to fail, whoa, go to fail, whoa, go to fail. Some coding style to help you cover your bases. Don't use conditionals without curly braces. To add those white spaces, they cost you nothing at all. Go to fail, go directly to fail with language features not the best ones devised. Go to fail, go directly to fail, now your security has been compromised. Go to fail, whoa, go to fail, whoa, go to fail with a bug be gone if you rate compile with more warnings on. Go to fail, it's so easy to do when you think all's good, but it all falls through. Ooh, go to fail. Ooh, epic fail. Don't think your own code was some bug-free oasis. It's probably screwed up in a couple of places. The perfection that each of us chases. Still mirage after all. Go to fail, go directly to fail. We've all been there and vowed never again. Go to fail, go directly to fail. But over time we let our guard down and then go to fail. Whoa, go to fail. Sometimes you go to fail. Sometimes you go to fail. Thank you. Now, as some folks are coming to the stage, I want to introduce what we call the core band. On drums, Mr. John Fox. Let's hear it for John. All right, let's really hear it for John Fox. On bass, Anuj Arora. On electric rhythm guitar, Shloka Kinney. He's not on stage right now, but you heard him before on Right to the Metal, Pavan Rajam. So as folks are tuning up, some folks have commented during the intermission, boy, you have a lot of people on stage with a lot of different instruments. How does that all work? So I just introduced the core band. What happens is, prior to the show, the core band, we get together and we rehearse all the songs. So that drums, bass, rhythm, guitar, vocals are pretty well put together. But then, a dozen performers on all kinds of different instruments come into town from all over the world, including Tim from the UK. And on Sunday, before Dub Dub, we have this massive rehearsal where everybody rehearses for the same at the same time, the only time before we do a show for you all. But the only reason this works is because of the core band. So let's give it up right now for the core band. If it were one of those architecture diagrams that Apple loves to put into their dub-dub sessions, there'd be the core band, and then the other things are built on top. And it's true. Oh, so this is, if you've never been to a show before, and you've only started with SwiftUI, the next song may not be as familiar to you as those of you who maybe have been doing things in UIKit or AppKit for a while. It's a little something called Model View Controller. It's going to feature Tim Condon again on sax. Paradigm for factoring your code into multiple segments so your brain does not explode. To achieve reusability, you gotta keep those boundaries clean. Model on the one side, view on the other, the controllers in between. Model view, it's got 3 layers like the Oreos do. Model view, creamy controller, yeah. And when it's a double stuff controller, that's a massive view controller. Model objects represent your application's raison d'etre. Custom classes that contain data logic and etc. Well, you create custom classes in your app's problem domain. Then you can choose to reuse them with other views, but the data stays the same. Model a throttle and a manifold. Model the title of a 2-year-old. Model a bottle of fine Chardonnay. Model all the glottal stops people say. Model the coddling of boiling eggs. You can model the waddle in Hexley's legs. Model view. Hexley's a reference from 2002. Model view, controller, yeah. Model view. You can model all the models opposed for GQ. Model view, dreamy controller, yeah. Objects, paint controls used to display and edit. Well, Coco's got a lot of those, well written to its credit. Take a Coco text view, hand it any old Unicode string. The user can interact with it, it can hold most anything. Oh, but if you don't know about the model, that string could be a phone number or the works of Aristotle. Keep the coupling loose, so achieve a massive level of radios. Model view. On a retina display, you know it's all times 2 or 3. Model view controller, yeah. Bridge, I bet you're wondering now. I bet you're wondering how data flows between model and view. The controller has to mediate between each layer's changing state. Synchronize the data of the 2. Yeah, it pulls and pushes every change value. To the small talk crew. For my view, controller, yeah. My view, it's pronounced O-O, not ooh-ooh. My view, controller, yeah. Controllers know the modeling view very intimately. They gotta know just enough to do all the right stuff in this menage a 3. They got a lot on their plate, also have to integrate OS functionality. In their coordinating role, they give your app its soul, making it all that it can be. My view, notification, delegation, target action to my view, controller, yeah. Now Tim. Yes, let's hear for Tim Condon on sax. Nicely done. I love you. Now you claim to be an MVC guru. I love you, controller, yeah. I love you, I love you, I love you, controller, yeah. I love you, I love you. Let's hear it again for Tim. And for Shloka playing some lead this time around. So you've seen him as the dramatic vocalist in the question mark becoming an exclamation point shirt. On rhythm guitar for most of the rest of the next set, or this set, is Jonathan Penn. And before I forget, you may have seen the slides progressing as the songs progress, both behind us and on the screen over here. Give it up for the person in the back of the room on slide advance keyboard, Mr. Daniel Steinberg. Daniel has the what's the word I'm looking for? Distinction. Well, he has a lot of verve too. We know that. But he has the distinction as the person who has appeared in the most James Dempsey and the Breakpoints shows besides me over the years. So let's give it up for Daniel. You also did see him at the top of the show introducing and chatting with the representative from Tectonica. So if you see him after the show, just say, hey, Daniel. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Shloka. And as she's coming up here, so 2 years ago, Shloka came to us with a song parody she had written that was inspired by a book that was released by the Foundation? Steve Jobs Foundation? By the Steve Jobs Archive called Make Something Wonderful. So it inspired her to do a song, and I'd like to have her do it for you now.
Okay, everybody, how are we all doing? We're in the second set. This is really exciting. Okay, now we got to keep this energy up in here, and I know you all can clap. So I'm going to need a lot of clapping in this. Are you ready for it? It's a big responsibility. Oh, wait a minute. Are you ready for it? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Here we go. Take it away. beauty of this is we've got a drummer here, so none of you can get any faster. Isn't that great? All right, here we go. I didn't need a big fancy office. Yeah, we worked out of my garage. Now it should be easier to get a computer than assembling all these parts. I believe there's more in store if everyone could see it too. A dream that I have to put something back. Yeah, it's time to shoot for the moon. Yeah, we're crazy, but we were right. A revolution that's clean out of sight. All together now, let's make something wonderful. Sing along, here we go. Make something wonderful. Yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Yeah, yes, we did. Now, hold up. It's 2001. I think different now. I see something new that's oh so small. Now it'll put 1,000 songs in your pocket and bring music to us all. But hey, wait, there's just one more thing, a world wide web to explore too. And let's add a phone so you won't be alone. Hello, is that you? Now we're crazy, but we were right. And our future, it's oh so bright. All together now, let's make something wonderful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make something wonderful. Yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Yeah, yes, we did. Now, come on. Can I get a witness to this business? Can I get a witness to this business? Can I get a witness now? Make something wonderful. Yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Yeah, yes, we did. Make something wonderful. You know what? I can't hear them. I think we'll need to cut out that bass. All together now, let's make something wonderful. Oh, I can't hear you. Make something wonderful. Yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Yeah, yes, we did. No, I think you need a little bit more practice. Everybody call it together now. Let's make something wonderful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make something wonderful. Yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Oh, there we go. We can hear you now. Let's bring the bass back in. All together now. Let's make something wonderful. Yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Oh, yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Yeah, yes, we did. Last time. Here we go. All together now. Let's make something wonderful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make something wonderful. Oh, yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Yeah, yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Yes, we did. Make something wonderful. Thank you very much, everybody.
Let's hear it for Shloka. So there's a 2001 was the first year I did any of these songs. It was at Dub Dub. And technology has kind of moved on in a lot of ways. And yet, the core concepts of the first song have pretty much stayed very similar over the years. Just the names of the frameworks and the terminology has changed, which screwed up all the rhymes. But it being the first song I ever did, it's really tough to take it out of the set. So let's just go in there, Daniel. I don't know if you can see. It's called the Fetch Spec song. And instead of play, we're going to put on some subtitles here. Let's go into the subtitles. This is an old Blu-ray player. And we could have no subtitles, core data subtitles, or Swift data subtitles. What's that? Anyway. Well, that would be none, because that's what it was originally about. All right, let's do Swift data. Let's go back. and we're going to get ready to play. The other thing I would note is that I was looking at the subtitles a little earlier today. Some of them may not be accurate for Swift data, but I blame the fact that the subtitles were done by AI. And just hallucinating. All right. No, I probably just screwed them up. All right, let's give this a go. Well, a fetch specification specifies those objects you want to fetch should the need arise. With a fetch spec, baby, you can stipulate those objects you want to fetch and manipulate. Specifies those objects you want to fetch should the need arise. A fetch spec, it helps you stipulate those objects you want to fetch and then iterate over each object in the array. Yeah, over each object you want to display. Hey, yeah. Well, I say, what kind of objects are they gonna be? Well, you gotta specify the entity, and the criteria for what you desire. You're gonna wrap that all up into a qualifier. And don't forget about the sort order rings. Determines the order of objects the fetch spec will bring. Well, I said, who's gonna fetch for you? Don't be perplexed. Well, just an object editing context. Well, that editing context, it is your pal. You can think of it like any old corral. The O's, you get back an array of the ones that you chose. Well, the O's, you make a change, the editing context, it knows. Well, that spec, it helps you specify those objects you want to fetch, as its name implies. That spec, it helps you stipulate those objects you want to fetch and then iterate. Said that fetch specification specifies those objects you want to fetch, should the need arise. That spec, it helps you stipulate those objects you want to fetch and then manipulate. This was a little song about EOF. I hope you get the gist. It's a framework that helps your objects persist. Helps your objects persist. The obfuscate version was missed. Never made it to Swift. It helps your objects persist. So that song, in some ways, just demonstrates that very often concepts we learn at one point in our career start to seem to crop up again and again in framework after framework as time moves on. This next song is just going to be me on the ukulele. It's called Future Proof. And in a sense, it's I wrote it kind of reflecting 20 years of doing these songs. And it's also meant in a lot of ways as a tribute or an honor to all the people I've met over the years, and especially the folks in this band. So this is Future Proof. Whoops. Let me get there we go. How we try to use the latest API, trying to keep our code base from being too outdated. Move away from everything that's been deprecated. But then one day, know you. Oops, and stumble on the truth. Ain't nothing future-proof. Oh, Jesus. Ain't nothing future-proof. Ain't nothing future-proof. My, how they fly, watching the years go by, keeping up with all the changes since you first got started. Even though some of your dreams are now long departed, one day you'll see your life from the other side of youth. Ain't nobody future-proof. Ain't nobody future-proof. Technologies will come and go like passing seasons. Get too attached, you'll feel it when they fall. But soon keep in mind that people are the fundamental reasons why we're even writing code at all. My spirit's high, thinking about you and I. Might have met you long ago, might have met you lately. I just wanted you to know I appreciate you greatly. Friendships made along the way never grow long in the tooth. Ain't nothing more future-proof. Ain't nothing more future-proof. Thanks for coming along, singing a song and helping my dreams come true. Thanks for sharing the load, reviewing my code and helping my dreams come true. Thanks for lending a hand, playing with the band and helping my dreams come true. Ooh, ooh. Friendships made along the way never grow long in the tooth. Ain't nothing more future-proof. Friendships made along the way never grow long in the tooth. Ain't nothing more future-proof. Thank you. Thank you. And now it's time for a true oldie. How many folks here have done manual memory management in Objective-C? How many people have never done manual memory management in Objective-C? It's fine. Does actual C count? It does not. Because the song... So this song is a literal oldie. It will feature Shloka on sax. Oh, there she is. And it's called Hold Me, Use Me, Release Me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Then release me, hold me, use me. Then release me, hold me, use me. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Release me. If you were locking it, well then you must dispose of it. Yes, and if you should copy, then release so your code is not sloppy. And do I have to explain? If you explicitly retain, then release me. Yes, release me. Oh, release me. Oh, oh, oh. Hold me. Use me. Then release me. Hold me. Use me. Then release me. Hold me. Use me. Oh, 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 oh. Release me. Let's hear it for Slugger, everybody. What is this nonsense? Thank you very much. This happens unexpectedly every year. Darling, darling, I've been waiting to hear from you for so very long. I've just been waiting here out on the heap, waiting for a message from you. Darling, if you don't want me anymore, just please send me a message and let me know. I've been waiting just to hear from you. We've had some good times together. I used to receive your messages all the time. Perhaps I no longer interest you the way that I did in the past. Perhaps you no longer approve of my methods. But I'm a class. I possess many properties which might be of interest to you. But darling, if you don't want me anymore, please, please, I beg you, darling, send me a message. Let me know. Let me go. Yes, let me go. And release me. Oh, release me. Yeah, release me. Oh, hold me. Use me. Then release me. Hold me. Use me. Then release me. Hold me. Use me. Thank you.
Peg and Emily to the stage, please.
Summer. So is everybody having a good time? So wait, Daniela, I haven't introduced Daniela Raz, right? No. Verza. Daniela Verza. That was close. Let's give it up for her. She'll be back very soon because we are starting to come towards the end of our evening. But first, we do have a little song about relationships. They can make your life easier, but they can drive you crazy. It all depends on your skill in building relationships. Thinking about relationships. The key in a relationship is something shared in common. You need that key to join entities in relationships. Polite yourself, although it's error-prone. Just set your schema in the model file and leave it well enough alone. But you've got scans of SQL everywhere, a maintainability nightmare. Your significant other says you're never there, although you know you tried. So just sit back, relax, use the services the framework does provide. Framework does provide. Thinking about how don't go relationships. Well, you can choose to join to one, or you can join to many. Polyamory is alright with these relationships. Thinking about relationships. Yeah, they can get you what you want, get you where you're going. Connections show it's all just who you know with relationships. For example, got a brother who's got a lover, got a nice little restaurant. In this venue they've got a menu, then you choose the things you want. Follow the relationship, follow the relationship, follow the, yeah, here's another relationship. Got a sister who's got a mister, got a place up in Tahoe. In the season, borrow the keys and pack up your skis. Come on, let's go. Follow the relationship. Follow the relationship. Follow the relationships in there. thinking about relationships. I call to you and think you're there. Oh, but I am mistaken. Although I called, it's just our faulted relationship. Thinking about, yeah, those relationships. They can make your life easier, but they can drive you crazy. So take the time to build sublime relationships. And a big thank you, round of applause for the Breakpoint dancers. All right, we are getting towards the end of the show. We're going to be inviting a lot of people on stage right now.
Just invite everybody.
We're inviting everybody on stage, including folks in the audience who are joining us on the last song. Hopefully there's room for you all. Come on up. Now, as people are gathering to the stage, first of all, some thanks are in order. Let me make sure I get everybody's. So first, hello at the end of the show. James says hello to the live stream because he remembers we're being live streamed. Welcome to all of you watching at home. 2 hours in. But a big thank you to Dustin Vado, Adam Tao, and Chris O'Brien for making the live stream happen today. And also Adam Tao has been taking photographs all evening, so a big round of applause for that. So, even though you are here in person, the live stream is recorded and will be available, so you can relive the night as often as you want. Again, a round of applause to Daniel Steinberg for Slide Advanced Keyboard and emceeing this evening. Wanted to thank the staff here at the Art Boutique, the kitchen staff, the folks who have been doing drinks for you all night. A big round of applause for them. I encourage your tips also, because they do a fantastic job. Liz Marley, who managed front of house for us. And all of the big round for the Tectonica volunteers who came out tonight. If you didn't get a chance to chat with them during the intermission, I encourage you to do so, because they're always looking for mentors, internships at companies for the folks that are graduates of their programs. So besides your donations tonight and your purchasing of the merch, there are many ways you can help out that are more than just giving some much appreciated donation.
Yeah.
And then on sound, Jason, a big round of applause. When your band is like a cast of thousands with everything from a saxophone to a cello, Jason does a fantastic job of putting it all together. So one more round of applause for Jason. And then a giant round of applause to our sponsor, Hacking with Swift. Omni Group. MartianCraft. Revenue Cats. Swift Virtuoso. And Tap Forms Pro. Now, the best way to make sure that this show happens again is go, at the very least, go visit their websites, read their stuff. You can do free downloads of their free downloads. Showing that there's some spike of traffic from sponsoring really helps people think, oh, maybe I'll sponsor again. And then we get to have a show again, and then you all get to come back. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah! So I encourage that very much. Okay, we're going to do a song called, well, it's a Hawaiian-themed song. But first, let me introduce some folks on stage with us. I actually did drop my iPhone. It plummeted.
But it wasn't a case.
It wasn't a case.
It was. I learned my lesson.
Tronya's sad about the case.
So, well, you've met a lot of the band, but joining us on stage for these last songs, Timmer James. Kurt Clifton. April James, who I think I just met just now. From Red Sweater Software, Daniel Jalkett. Perry, yes. Scott? Sorry, my brain gets a little. Scott Perry on travel ukulele. And for the first time ever, on Tropical Triangle, the co-creator of Deep Dish Swift, along with his wife Carrie, Josh. There we go. Josh Holtz. I'm blanking on everybody's name. Perfect. Did I miss somebody? Is that everybody? All right. In that case, this is a song I traveled to Hawaii a number of years ago. Oh. And and just the timelessness of the waves, the wind. I kind of picked up this Hawaiian phrase, which inspired this song about the history of memory management in Apple's frameworks. As it does. It's called the Leaky song, and we'd like to do that song for you now. And please sing along. Oh, me no wanna make a la a leaky ko. Oh, me no wanna make a la a leaky ko. Well, I retained and released to keep my memory released. Me no wanna make a la a leaky ko. Sometimes my mind it will slip, causing some objects to drip. Me no wanna make a la a leaky ko. High water mark running high, auto releasing was why. Me no wanna make a la a leaky ko. Popped a pool off the stack to get my memory back. Me no wanna make a la a leaky ko. Sing along. Oh. Me no wanna make a la a leaky ko. Then I was garbage collected, memory scanned and inspected. We don't wanna make a lot of leaky code. Oh, but it's runtime price bad for embedded device. We don't wanna make iPhone go slow. Bridge. our destination remains the same. Everybody. I refactored to Arc, it was more than a car. We don't wanna make a lot of Leaky go. A slick compiler extension based on naming convention. We don't wanna make a lot of Leaky go. The tide started to drift, now the current is swift. We don't wanna make a lot of Leaky go. Square brackets were gone, but reference cycles live on. We don't wanna make a lot of Leaky go. Everybody. Lot of Leaky go. Sing along. Did everybody have a great time tonight? Thank you all so very much for coming out. I hope you had as much fun as we did up here on stage. Maybe even more fun. So you all want to do this again? Possibly in 2026. Or as Apple will call it next year, 27. All right, don't forget to pick up your things on the way out if you're leaving. Feel free to hang out. We have the room for another little while, so hang out, mingle, buy some merch, and have a lovely, safe trip home. Once again, a giant round of applause for all of these performers up here. The fact that these folks come together and play so well amazes me to no end. They're fantastic. All right, with that, let's do a few more rounds. Please sing along, and we'll bring this thing on home. Everybody, please sing. One more time. Would you like to hear another one? So as he's playing those chords, I just do want to point out the photography you're going to see in just a moment. The photographs are taken by Adam Tao. And thank you very much, Adam, for allowing us to use them. Not so very long ago, was somebody we all know. Up on the stage he was the king, showing what the future just might bring. But his time with us has passed, but the memories still last. Those magic words that he let ring, when it said just one more thing. One more thing, one more thing. We love to see just one more thing. One more thing, one more thing. Wish he could show us one more thing. Those days are now behind. Look to the future, you'll still find so many good things happening, so many dreams yet to take wing. And so tonight we've played our show, and now it's almost time to go. But we all really want to sing and play for you just one more thing. One more thing, one more thing. We're gonna play just one more thing. One more thing, one more thing. We're gonna play just one more thing. We've been working real hard, and we think you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it when we play you one more thing. Yeah, music's in our DNA. We think you're gonna play it. We're gonna play it, yeah. Play just one more thing. Everybody sing one. So, does everybody have a fantastic time tonight? It's all right, you can turn on your flashlights, I don't mind. You can sway if you want to. Oh, that's pretty cool. We've been working real hard, and we think you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it, yeah. When we play just
Dempsey, everyone.
Thank you. He the man. Thank you very much. Safe travels home to everyone, and enjoy the rest of your Dub week. And enjoy adopting liquid metal, or glass, or whatever they. Anyway, safe travels.